trickling in here?
Is it just the two of us?
Oh, no. Patrice is coming today.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And Jeff.
And finally, I'll get to meet the crowd.
Yeah, we did the Mac show earlier today.
Okay.
British Tech Network.
Not British.
Not British. She lives in Vienna.
Oh, okay.
Austria.
Yeah. I'm going to try to buy DaVinci Resolve if it will go on sale for Black Friday.
You shouldn't need to buy it unless you need features that it has.
It's the features I want.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I could do everything I wanted to with the just regular Final Cut Pro. But the AI features would that pre-edits your show, so it cuts out all the gaps and melds things together. And it has a jump cut thing, which will meld jump cuts together, so that you can so it looks smooth. I don't really need it. I don't think anyone cares that much, but
yeah.
And then being able to overdub words kind of was nice, which is another AI feature.
There is your brother. Hello with their bucket.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday, bro.
All right.
Retweet your thing here. There we go. Someone's got to represent here. Represent.
I gotta stop looking at Amazon. So much stuff I've already bought. I shouldn't be.
I didn't really buy anything. I mean, I should probably consider it.
The Stream Deck XL is on sale. It doesn't go on sale already.
Really good price for that. I bought a DaVinci Resolve profile and a Final Cut Pro profile that's also on sale, 30% off for Stream Deck. So all the buttons are pre-made for you, so everything's nice and handy.
Yep, Patrice is running all late, which I expected. The Bears are playing. I'm missing those out.
Oh, the Bears.
There's Jeff.
Good, Jeff.
Man,
okay, now it's a party.
I got it set where you guys automatically go in the spot. I don't have to even do it.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Jill, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's really nice to see you.
Oh, it's nice to see you too. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving.
It was very nice. Yes. And the way I see it, any family holiday that you live through is a success.
Mm. Oh, yeah. We're going to get blizzarded behind, so very excited about that.
They're going to get it worse than we are.
Yeah, and we're not going to... We'll be lucky to get even a dusting of snow.
That's why you got to live in Estes Park, man, or Grand
Lake.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Jill, since you know the area, I have done the hike over the pass outside of Estes Park, where you drop down to Grand Lake and Shadow Mountain Lake.
Nice.
And it was super nice. And so it was a group of us, and for us, we like splurged. And so we went and stayed just, a little bit below the ridge. So we're out of the wind, and we still had so we're still in down at below Timberline. And we chartered pack horses to carry all of our overnight gear up for us. And so
it's like a dream come true, man.
I was, yeah. So we just had our day packs on, and by the time we got up to where we were setting up camp, the pack horse team, they were offloading all of our equipment, and so then we just did our whole thing, and then the next morning we pack everything up and have it ready so that the pack horse team, when they come back up, they can get all that stuff and take it. And then we did the hike up over the summit and then down into Grand Lake with just day packs again. And
Amazing.
it was just wonderful. And then when we get back down, the next day, then we went to the place where the pack horse people are and picked up all of our gear. It was all sitting there tagged and waiting for us. It was great.
Amazing. I don't know if you ever heard about that trip that I did. It was 109 miles in England, and it
I
was a
did not.
company. So it's called Cotswold Way, which is kind of the
Okay.
Downton Abbey area. It's farmland. It's historic, and what they do so there was a company who arranges these Airbnbs all along the way. And so one night we stayed in an Edwardian castle like Downton Abbey.
Oh, fun.
And then the next night we stayed in a lamb farm and a sheep farm. And they made dinner for us, which was sheep. And then we're like, this is Bob. I'm so sad about Bob. Sorry. And
I hope Bob at least tasted good.
right. But every night was sort of different. And they would take your bags to the next place by car. And so
Mhm.
you just day hiked all 8 days without a lot of stuff.
That's really nice.
And it was amazing. But actually, it was funny. At one point, I'm like, man, we were at, so there's a fruit farm. And so we were eating lunch outside at this fruit farm. I said, man, my backpack is so heavy. So I dumped it out. And, their monetary is coins. They have like
Right.
1 pound, 5 pound. I had like 30 coins in my backpack. And
She had literal pounds of
Right.
coins.
right. So I said, can I change these in for bills? Because this is super heavy.
That's Yep.
One part we had a dog. We had a
Uh-huh.
dog. So these people were walking down the trail and they said, this dog kept following us. And it's been about 5 miles. And we thought at some point he would turn around and go back to his farm. He is just at the farm on the right side. It's a huge farm. You'll see it. Could you just take him back? So we cudgeled the dog to come back with us. We had a dog for like a day. And I'm like, this is the best day ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super great. And it's been about
Awesome.
5 miles. And we thought at some point he would turn around and go back to it. He is just at the farm on the right side. It's a huge farm. You'll see it.
Jill, you just blew your cover. We now know that you have the ability to live in nonlinear time.
Apparently.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super great. Oh, it's probably Guy.
It is.
And-
Surprise.
Oh, it's Guy. Yeah. I mean, he walks down the street and you go, there's one wibbly wobbly, timey wimey guy. Jill, you just blew your cover. We now know that.
Whiny guy.
Got to turn
So,
off your drives there, guys. I hear the feedback.
So I got a message a few minutes ago that I had a delivery waiting for me. So I went down to the secure lockers, grabbed it, and check it out. The Kickstarter for the sci-fi anthology that Brian Chaffin has 2 stories in.
Oh yeah, that's that podcast you do with Jeb Davis. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
that one. So
Awesome.
Guy, do you have your drives going in the back? Because I can hear you getting like a feedback back at you.
Yeah, well, I went down to my secure locker and I got whatever this is. I don't know what it is.
that's the weirdest looking microphone I've ever seen you buy.
It's been on my desk for years. Actually, I'm
Wait,
lying.
hold it up
I
again.
just wanted to be part of the
like-
conversation.
You guys
Yeah,
hear
hold
me
it up
okay?
again.
Okay, well then in that case, wow, Guy, that's super cool.
Wish I could tell you what it is or what it's for.
Mm.
Can you hear me, Guy? Okay.
Yes.
I think your drives or whatever in the background are going, because I can hear you get that noise.
My
in the
what?
back. Don't you have your drives or something?
Oh yeah. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no problem.
Guy, where'd you find such a small enterprise that lights up?
Yeah, he
I
Is
got
that
it
it was on Amazon.
a couple of years ago. It was like it's like a Hallmark thing or something like that.
Oh, okay. And
But
Jill,
it's not perfect. What I mean the top part of it and the bottom part of it and the lights on the the thing going down to the big nacelle is really cool, but the nacelles don't light up.
that's
Which just so make it. It really
Yeah.
would.
it would. Jill, when you bounced your Millennium Falcon by, either it looks like the coolest bottle opener ever, or there's something that's making the way the light's hitting it, it's making it look like the back part where the engines and exhaust are. There's a big cutout.
Yeah, you're right. It is a bottle opener. I never noticed.
Okay.
Enterprise versus Millennium Falcon.
Enterprise wins because Starfleet actually has weapons tracking, whereas the entire Star Wars universe does not.
Right, right.
So Enterprise
Even,
can
even
can
when they
blow
fire
up
their
Falcon.
personal weapons, unless you're sitting across the table from a guy and you shoot first.
Mm-hmm.
But think of it this way: is that Star Wars was a long time ago, and Star Trek is a long time ahead. I mean,
I'm sorry, my brain can't handle those two concepts at the same time.
Yeah, there's
we don't
now
hear you,
and
right?
not now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you'd think that a society that can develop sentient robots, of course, then they immediately enslave them, but can develop sentient robots and has the ability for faster than light space travel, would have the ability to have some sort of weapons tracking technology.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's that hard.
what about
Apparently
the
it is.
binoculars? Think about the binoculars, right? This high-tech world, and then they look through the binoculars, and it's all grainy and digitized, and I'm like, what's wrong with their binoculars? Why are they
It was
Right.
Apple's first try. Come on.
Yeah. And if they can make all of these androids that can speak whatever the common language for their galaxy is, why
Isn't it
can't they
like
have
Galactic
all of them
Common?
do it? Why do some of them have to go bloop 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 and then be translated?
right?
Patrice, give me a little sound check.
Hi. Sorry for being late.
I'm hearing like a crackle as you talk. Like
Yeah, I hear crackle too. Ooh, yeah, crackle.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, that sounds dangerously similar to the macOS Big Lake audio crackle.
Oh,
So
I
we'll
thought
make-
you were going to say breakfast cereal.
Oh,
we'll-
yes.
Make Marty pop and then snap. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah.
yeah, as
Yeah,
you talk,
guy-
it goes
guy-
zzz.
Me, I'm Crunch Berries.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were Big Lakos.
Marty, have you heard from Eric at all?
Apple's latest cereal.
No, not at all. I didn't know.
Oh, just drive over there. Find out.
Okay, let's try that.
Jeff,
and
that
let's
would
see.
be
Nope, crackles.
Lake Eos
It's still
Yeah.
staticky.
or Lake Ios.
Like I, yeah. Or Tahoe knows.
There's certainly been his fair share of oh no's.
Boy, howdy.
Oh,
We're full of it all today. I can tell you.
We most
Dave, I'm
certainly
so
are.
sorry I missed last week. I had a
It's all right.
there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm
Don't worry.
sorry.
No worries.
Did that change anything?
No.
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 The weird thing is, sounds fine to me.
I'm not hearing it.
Are you guys?
Yeah, it's
Maybe I need to
High-pitched
reset my audio.
static.
No,
No,
I
Why
I
is it
hear
only on Patrice?
No, there's so many of you that are hearing it. I don't know why.
Well, Guy, as we get older, our hearing does. Yeah. Anyhow,
What?
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Huh? What? Hmm?
I forgot what I was saying, but
You
what I
have
do
to
remember.
understand that not everyone can have this beautiful Heil PR35 microphone sitting in front of.
You
right
love
here.
it.
That's fair.
I've had this mic in front of me now practically since I bought it, which was last year. And it's not like I don't have lots of other choices. I've got my LCT 440 Pure that's right there.
I got the Rode Pod Mic USB.
I have the Shure MV7.
That's what this one is.
That's a good mic.
That's this one right here. I'm talking to it.
I've got the Rode Procaster, the one that's the USB one, the big white one.
That's
like mine.
That's a mic. That's what Jeff has.
Yeah, exactly like Jeff's.
The what do they call it? Rode Podcaster.
Is it Podcaster or Pro? No, the Procaster is the XLR version.
Yeah.
It looks
the
like a
Podcaster is the
stormtrooper.
USB version.
Looks like a stormtrooper.
So, Dave, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Do I have the wrong show notes file open, or is the wrong episode number in the current show notes?
397. Yeah, I see you in there.
Okay. Oh, then it's a YouTube thing.
I probably put the wrong number in. Yeah, I screwed up.
Also,
Okay.
normally you call me Il McKinley on the YouTube channels. That's okay.
I do.
Did that change anything?
Were
Yeah.
you
Yes.
Dylan?
Say some more things.
Interesting.
That goes back.
Super interesting.
I said
Yeah,
ill?
I don't hear it anymore.
When I'm talking, you mean? When
Okay.
when I say your name, you said that? I say that?
No, it's on the YouTube channel. A lot of times on the YouTube channel show notes, it says Il
my
McKinley.
typing is getting worse by the day. Oh,
no,
sorry.
it's fine. I'm half the time I'm ill
This,
anyway.
I
this
blame
keyboard.
Guy.
But yeah, and you should. And just remember, that you have to show gang signs every time you say it that way.
All right. We'll go down. I don't think Eric's going to make it. We'll go ahead and move on. I haven't heard from
Gang
him. So.
signs.
All right. I think we're recording. Let me record on Zoom. Back up.
Are we missing somebody?
Eric. I didn't hear from him, so it's okay.
He's very likely still in a post-Thanksgiving coma state.
Could be.
Mm.
I mean,
Recording in progress.
if
We actually went out. We went to
So do we.
we tried to get reservations at the Mount Vernon Inn, where good old Georgie boy grew up.
GW.
But by the time we had confirmation from our neighbors who were going with us, they were all sold out. And the only place I could find, and here, if you're a longtime NFL fan, this name will be familiar. Joe Theismann's restaurant.
Ooh. The Joe Theismann pencil sharpener. I'll never
Yeah.
get over it.
But
You-
his
Do they-
actual
do they-
name, his actual name
Thiesman.
is Thiesman. He
Right.
changed it when he was in college because he wanted it to rhyme with Heisman.
Heisman, right? I heard
Jeff,
that.
Did they-
translation, he's the guy that wears that costume that throws the ball.
Yeah,
oh, okay. Okay.
That
Did
guy.
he's
Did
one of those
they,
sports ball guys.
did they make the turkey legs with it broken?
Oh,
And I'll have to decode that one too. He had a gory
oh,
accident when he was playing, and you saw his leg.
It was
snap.
what was the guy's name
Wow.
from the Giants that hit him like that?
Yeah, something like that.
The
I keep
happiest
thinking-
man in the world.
Reggie
Yeah.
White, but no, he was with the Green Bay Packers.
All
He was with the Packers.
This isn't. We got. Most people here don't like football, so let's go. Move on.
Can't help it.
I know. I like
Who
football.
brought it
I'm
up?
missing the Bears right now, but I'm not complaining.
The Bears.
Wait. That's it. I know that line. Duh, Bears.
Da
because I
Bears.
watched Saturday Night Live back in the
There you
day.
There you go.
Was Lawrence Taylor, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
oh.
Yes.
But I'll never forget it. Saturday Night Live
Thank
had
you,
the Joe
ChatGPT.
Theismann pencil sharpener, where it stuck out like the leg, and you used it to. It's awful.
Oh my God.
It was good. It was a good. They had a buffet,
Good.
turkey, spiral ham, and they said it was. What kind of beef did they say it was? But it wasn't. It was just like a great big, well prepared, but it was like an eye round.
Magic beef.
So, yeah, it wasn't like roast beef or something like. It was still good.
I have no idea what an eye round is.
It's a great big piece of beef that has very little fat. So hence it also has very little flavor. So
Ah.
when you make one, you kind of have to spice it up a bit. to get some flavor out of it.
Okay. So, Jill, backstory on that. I don't have the enzyme to digest beef, so I have never bothered to learn what all the cow things are.
As you say, you're not representing the West very well if you don't know that.
You know, the Midwest, I don't think anyone likes me because I can't
Can't eat
beef,
at Culver's.
and I have a dairy allergy.
Oh, you really can't eat at Culver's.
No,
You go buy it, you break out.
I've been in Culver's once, and
There's nothing there to eat.
no, I sat there with a cup of
Pretzel.
iced tea,
Pretzel bites.
and everyone was offended. We came here special, and you're not eating. I'm like, I told you, and here you are. So whatever. And
How
it
did they
didn't seem
digest-
that interesting.
How did they digest that information?
All right.
About as well as I digest beef.
Okay.
Here we
good.
go. Let's get started. Already 20 minutes into this.
But it's very entertaining.
very entertaining, though.
is.
I'll definitely say that. So, all right, here we go.
Wait. No, I'm just kidding.
I know you were. That's why I waited. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to episode 397 of In Touch with iOS, the show that talks about iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, Apple TV, Vision Pro, Mac, and related technologies. I'm your host, Dave Ginsburg, and we are recording this show the day after Thanksgiving in the United States, early afternoon, so it's a little different than normal. But what is great is that means Patrice Brandamore could join the show, and I'm so excited. How you doing, Patrice? Thanks for being here.
Hi. Yeah, doing good. Been busy. I actually had Thanksgiving yesterday here in Austria. So
Oh, good.
there's that. Not a public holiday, but at least I had some food.
All right, you joined in with us. That's awesome.
I did.
Good. And also here is Jill McKinley. How you doing, Jill?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's Friday.
It is Friday, and
It is
glad you're here
Friday.
as well. Jeff Gammon is here, and glad you're here.
I'm happy to be here. And yeah, this is super exciting. So many awesome people to hang out with.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for all of you to keep me entertained.
Yeah, we will. We always do.
Okay.
Marty Gensuis is in an undisclosed location, or maybe semi-undisclosed. How you doing, Marty?
I went and got my college pizza. My wife doesn't know it. It's in the refrigerator for when we get snowed in tomorrow. I'll be just noshing down on Garcia's Gut Buster.
That's right.
I'm doing good.
At least you prepared. You're prepared. And pleasant surprise. We didn't know if he was going to make it, but I'm glad he's here. Guy Searle. How you doing, Guy?
I'm doing fine, and I have a beef to pick with Jeff.
Yeah. yeah.
Well,
You'll have
But
to
not
walk
real
me through
beef.
it.
But not real beef. Because
Not
you
real
can't do
beef.
it.
No.
No, you can pick a cow. Let's see, a pig with me, a bison with me. Actually, I am an apex predator, so as long as it's not cow, I'm okay.
Okay. Good.
Iguana.
Trash
Oh.
panda.
Trash panda. Actually, I know what they eat. I don't want to eat a trash panda.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the show this week.
Oh yeah.
That's this thing. We got plenty a good amount of stuff to talk about. This tends to be kind of a quiet time of the year, especially after during the holidays going on. But we'll definitely have some great conversations this week, and we'll just start off as we always do with In Touch with Vision Pro. Great to have Patrice here, so she's also a Vision Pro user. I found some interesting tidbits of things. There's an article in Ars Technica about the author did a review on the M5 review he did. It was entitled "It's Time for Apple to Make Some Tough Choices." He says he still likes the Vision Pro. I mean, and then Vision OS 26 has been working really well. And a big thing I wanted to just talk about is the dual strap. I think is really important. I think I'm glad I purchased it. I'm not sure. Did you get one, Patrice? Or are you still sticking with what you had, the M2, or did you get the M5? I don't know.
No, neither. I mean, given that it's not even available in Austria, I would have
that's
needed
right.
to go to Germany, and I kind of didn't. So I'm still planning on buying the dual strap. I'm not going to buy the M5. I
Yeah.
decided.
I'm with you. Marty is going to be the one alone when he did get one, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he did some comparisons with M5 chips offering more than just speed. Just a good summary of what was going on. Content, he's saying quality over quantity. I think my reason to bring this article to the panel this week is I think it's I'm fine with the M2, and Marty can give us some insights on that. But overall, I think this guy did say that if you already have the M2, it's probably not worth the upgrade to M5 in this person's opinion. But and another thing was interesting. It was talked about too. Is before I hit the questions here is the app support is mostly frozen in the year 2024. I would tend to agree with that. A lot of apps aren't. Some are they're iPad versions. He's mentioned some of those things, but it's you can give or take with that. So, with you being a guest here this week, Patrice, I'm gonna start with you. Where we've all talked about M5 versus M2 and with all that stuff already tons of times. Where was your view on this? As far I know, like you said, you're sticking with the M2 like I am, but what do you think?
I have so many problems with this article. I mean, first and foremost, it depends. Like I hang out on InSpace a lot, and the InSpace group. There are some people that have the M5, and some people it didn't make a big difference, and for some people it did. And it really depends on what you're doing with it. Like if you are a heavy content producer, for example. It might be worth it. Like there were some people like Tyrone, for example, some advanced use cases where like it really did make a difference to have an M5. On the app support side, it depends on how you look at it. It's like if you look at the big name players, like I don't know, the whole Meta area, Microsoft still. I mean, sorry, their apps are crap still on the Vision Pro. So like on the apps that a lot of people might want or might recognize, it's not looking so good. But there is a plethora, and there's like of like third-party smaller developer apps that are coming out that are really amazing. Like I mean, we've gotten there was recently one for I think helicopter flying, like a simulation. There's really cool games. There's really cool apps. There's like people are trying things and people are figuring it out. And I have to disagree. Like on a third point here, he talks about or they I don't know personas and stop making personas happen. I disagree. Personas is the best thing about the Vision Pro. I hang out all day, no, not all day, but like for at least an hour almost every day with people around the world. We watch movies together in persona. We sit together on a beach and talk and stuff in FaceTime. And the personas have gotten so much better over time. I want it to be better. I want more. This is already great, but I want more.
I agree. Marty, I'm going to bring you in on this too. Is you've got the M5. You've obviously been able to do a comparison between the two. You still have your M2. Where are you at now since you've had it for a bit?
I think it's better. I think it's faster. I think there's clarity differences between the two. Do you need to get one if you have an M2? No. However, I think what's going to happen is this gives opportunities for developers to do much deeper, more complex kinds of apps or programs that will run really nice on an M5 and might run into, it might feel like a 6-cylinder car with 5 cylinders running on an M2. But it's all they're given the opportunity for people to really push this device by having the new chip in it. Do you have to get one to enjoy it? No. I think my problem with this article is there's a lot of hubris in it. The guy is making assumptions about, we're hanging by a thread. And it's all going to collapse on us. Think of first devices in any sort of line. Apple TV. Apple TV in the next rendition of it from the first rendition changed dramatically and it evolved. Now it's hard to say that with MacBooks now, because MacBooks have kind of hit the ceiling or come close to hitting the ceiling, and there has to be a different evolution. But we are so early with VR and AR, at least at the Mac end, that you're going to see in new devices large, whether it's a set of glasses or whether it's a Vision Pro 2, you're going to see major changes in the capacity and what it can do, because there's a lot of places they could go with it that they haven't gone with yet. So this guy is just predicting failure.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I thought you were done.
Yeah, go ahead, guy.
Okay. I don't own a Vision Pro, nor do I play one on TV. But as far as content goes and applications goes, I think back to the original iPad, which was very expensive for what it was, had very little in the way of dedicated applications for it. Of course, there was plenty of content because you could, watch movies and all the rest of that was available for it. But the Vision Pro, this, and as you were saying, Marty, this is an evolving platform. And the fact that it's $3,500 is a high price to pay for a lot of people. And I'm not sitting here saying that, Apple priced it wrong and blah, 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 because it doesn't matter. Apple priced it at what Apple priced it at. So it doesn't really matter what I think the price should be or what anybody else thinks the price should be. The price is what it is. And if application developers can't get on board in the early stages of this, then that's okay too, because there'll be plenty of other smaller developers that will jump in and fill the place. And when it comes down in price, which of course it's going to, and when it changes form factor, which it very likely will eventually as well, it's going to be a different type of machine. And will the people that spent all the money on earlier versions or on the versions that are to come be willing to accept app developers that had the money to make applications for it and didn't? Or will they tell them to go pound sand and stay with the other ones?
Right.
And I don't even have one of these. And I've complained about it in the past, and some of the same problems that so many other people seem to have the same kind of opinion on. But to sit there and say, I bought one and I used it for a while, and then I put it down and found I wasn't using it, then find someone else to do the damn review.
Yes.
Samuel Axon, or whatever the hell your name is, because you're not qualified. You're not qualified to write a review on a product that you've barely used. No, sorry, I'll get off my soapbox now. No, I was looking at the wording in this article and it just really pissed me off.
No, I hear you.
I have a thought too, if we have time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I read through the article, and my takeaway from it was, hey, this isn't the product for me. And that means it's not the product for anyone. And I'm going to justify why it's a failure because it's not the product for me. But don't worry, when we get to the end of the article, I'm going to make it sound like I'm reasonable and this has been a well-balanced argument, because now I'll say I want it to be a success. And that's what this piece is to me. Yeah. I don't like it. That means no one likes it and it's a failure. But don't worry, I'm being fair about everything.
Right. All right.
Good summary.
Yeah, good summary. A good summmory.
It's a bad article when both Jeff and I have terrible things to say, not only about the article, but about the person who wrote it.
One more thing I'm going to hit on is about movies. Movies, the content. We've all been talking about the issues with not enough immersive content, immersive videos, and I mean, we've got a good amount of it. I mean, we want more. We're
got a lot. Yes, I want more.
I want more. I want more.
There's a lot, but I want more.
Yeah. So some movies are starting to release their versions on Apple TV, as well as this one, Tron Legacy, which I tried it out to see if I got a good experience. It's in 3D. Tron Legacy is a pretty even older movie, so they did convert to 4K and 3D, and this says that it was available for the Vision Pro. So I tried it, and you can't get it to be a real big full screen. If you want to put it into theater mode, it scrunches it down. So I mean, you can leave this. I've had the screen open big, and I watched it for a bit, and I felt like it was a good experience. But obviously, I want more. Like I think us Vision Pro users have to where it should be more immersive. I know it's not going to be because that film, of course, is very old. But I think this was a good try. I thought this article talking about it was just going a little overboard, saying, "Oh, it's now available," just to kind of get people to read it.
It's only on Disney Plus, right?
Because it's Tron, it's Disney.
Yeah. So I mean that makes a difference, because the experience with Disney Plus on Vision Pro is definitely not as good as the TV app, for example, or other apps.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, but more such a mention to see. Now start exploring. As those who have Vision Pros, explore what you're going to see. And I never was a big 3D fan to begin with. I mean, especially in the movie theaters, I hated wearing stupid glasses. I would just don't. It was so dumb. Any thoughts on this, Marty?
I think 3D is different than spatial. Right. And I think what we want is spatial. And that's a whole different apple in terms of shooting. And, I've got probably besides the animation ones, I probably have most of the 3D movies. They are nice, very nice on the headset. But I think what you're asking for is some of the stuff that you see in Apple's gallery in terms of short form video right now, but could be long form video produced through spatial photography.
Yeah. So.
The Vision Pro is the first time I care about 3D. I actually watch almost exclusively, if I can, 3D, because it does on the Vision Pro, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it's not spatial, but it's still better.
Yeah. No, but in this case, this movie being as it was filmed in older technology, but they did do some revisions to it, but it was a good experience. I mean, it wasn't.
Well,
I guess again, like I said
Disney,
at the beginning, I want more.
if Disney buys a cow, though, they're going to milk it dry. So
there's that.
It surprises me they didn't reach out and said, "Oh, we got a new Tron coming out, so let's go ahead and get an old Tron and force 3D into it." So,
I mean, to be fair, most 3D movies these days are conversions. They're not shot in 3D; they're conversions. So, and that works to differing degrees. For some movie, it works fine. For some, it doesn't. I'm assuming because they could do the 3D and the 4K that was shot in 35 millimeters, and that would allow that to happen. But yeah, it's still not the same. And I mean, spatial is a whole different ballgame. Yeah. Like you cannot take a standard movie that we know, like a standard storytelling, the standard visuals that we have these days for a movie or a TV show, and just spatialize it. Doesn't work. Does not work, because it's a completely different way of watching. It's a completely different way of storytelling. And that's what Apple and a lot of other content producers have been trying to figure out, or have been figuring out, like step by step. There was a whole event a month ago, I think, at Apple Campus, where they talked to storytellers and producers and whatever about the tooling, about the storytelling, and the things they'd learned.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on out of In Touch on Vision Pro. Move on to beta. Beta this week, very quiet. There wasn't a release this week, so really much to talk about. iOS 26 and all the rest of the betas are in beta 3. So nothing too eventful. One thing I wanted to mention, I don't know, any of you use this Invites app? I tried it a little bit. I just don't know if it's even worth talking about, honestly. But
Nope.
they are putting some more additions to it. Apple seems to think that it's something that is something people are using. As I said, they launched it earlier this year, and on 26.2 they're going to. It's actually a new system-wide feature that's coming that makes the Invites app a little more convenient, I guess. So it's using data detectors as a new shortcut for creating Apple Invites events. It'll be launching soon, of course, and when you go into it, it just gives you more granular ways of adding it into the events calendar, like copy event and add calendar, all that stuff. Invites is the choice that's in here. So probably not much else you say about this other than the fact that it's there.
Clearly, it's hanging by a thread.
Yeah,
They need to have the developers
To kill
support
it.
it.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the Clips app that went away. So
I mean, but actually the Clips app was being used by people. So I don't know. This might, I mean, we might simply not be in the target audience for that, and who knows?
yeah, right.
Maybe people that actually go out and do stuff use this app.
People go out and do stuff?
I know.
It's this crazy thing I've heard about. Haven't verified it yet.
Outside?
Outside, no.
I know, it's crazy.
Where do you put your monitors when you're outside?
Unless you have a travel monitor you
Right?
bring with you.
True.
Oh,
Wear a
so-
headset.
Oh, there's that as well.
Or get special contact lenses.
So Vision Pro is Apple's way of trying to get us off our butts and outside.
See, that's why it's going to be a failure.
Because we're not going to get off the
We're
couch.
not going outside.
Sorry,
for
Apple.
anybody.
So let's move on to
Dave, you poor patient man.
just make me laugh. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to In Touch with Mac this week. I found a couple interesting topics to discuss here. Storage has changed and evolved quite a bit over the years. And I found this article here talking about storage types. He's saying I think it no longer makes sense in 2025. You know, I can put it out to the panel here and see where we're at here. Start off as USB sticks. I probably see them being used less and less. They do find there are a place for them, you know, especially to create bootable drives on the Windows side of things, and storage and having them convenient and easy. You know, because people would have really tiny ones like 32 and 16 gigabyte ones, and now you can get bigger ones up to 256, 512, one terabyte, but they get too costly. And we all have tons of them. So I know that's a place to really have. And I'll just kind of start off one by one here. What does everybody think with USB sticks now? Where do you think things are going with them now? I don't use them as much as I used to in the past, but
Absolutely necessary tools. I'm sorry, I just stepped on whoever you're going to. I'll shut my mouth.
Jeff. No, go ahead, Jeff. Go.
Okay. USB sticks are still absolutely necessary. And it depends on what market you're in. Maybe not for you, but like this person saying, cloud storage has made them obsolete to me. Well, good for you, pal. I live in a world where if I walk into to say the company that handles a lot of the professional printing for me,
right,
and I say, I've got it on my cloud drive.
Right.
They're going to say, that's great. Now take it from your cloud drive and put it on a USB stick so that we can get it into our system.
Exactly.
Yeah, this person doesn't work in an educational system with computer labs with students in and out of them all
I've
day
picked
long.
articles I knew would generate some discussion here. So,
well done, Dave.
This person does not live in the real world.
No, they don't.
I agree.
Also for like conventions for companies to give to people for product information and all the rest of that.
Yeah. This USB stick has my passport photo on it that I got like 6 months ago or something. That's like you go to like a photo studio or whatever, and they take a picture for the passport and they give you a USB stick if you want it digitally. Like how else? I mean, yeah, they could have a website and whenever you download it. No, this is easier. They literally. I think this is even a one. I think it's even a 256 gigabyte or 512 gigabyte. It's quite a big for like one image. That's
Also,
how it works, and it makes sense.
Remote booting, not remote booting. Your whatever drive you have in your machine dies, and
Oh yeah,
I
you
have a
use
box
it
of them still.
You can
See?
use it to
Look at all
remote. You got
Same,
Yeah.
Dave.
same.
So
for
I
me,
had
it was.
yeah, sorry, Jill, go ahead.
go ahead, Joe.
That I work in medical technology, and it has been banned from every company
Yeah,
I've worked
that's-
at for the last 20 years. And so it used to be a cool way where I actually did live demos off these sticks where I could run a server off of them, and they were great. And then they were completely blacklisted because it's a very easy
Security
threat
risk.
to your system.
And that
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
makes sense.
security.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
In the enterprise side of things, I'm in the same boat. We're allowed to use the thumb drives to copy things off of it, but you cannot copy anything that's onto it. That was our stance, because you're going to have clients that want to give may want to give you something, and as long as you just have to, you're depending on the employee to trust, to know that this is not a thumb drive that someone found on the street and decided just to plug it into their computer.
Yeah, you just scan.
Oh, what's on this?
And you put it on the
exactly. So
Right.
no,
Yeah,
I-
doing
go ahead.
yeah, doing student interviews, and they had to do writing samples. So we had 20 of them in the lab at a time. I bought 20 of these things at a very cheap cost. Everybody got one. They turned it in, and that's where they stored their writing sample on there, so I could have access to it. So
So
still very functional.
consensus is yes, it's a way to go. I try to get USB-C versions of them as much as I can. I prefer to have them. They have those ones where you
Same.
can slide it out, where you got the USB-C on one side and then the USB-A on the other, but the darn things never stay in place. So I've kind of just try to avoid those now at this point. So, but agreed with this. Now moving on to CDs and DVDs. Does anybody use those anymore for media? I don't. I still have my Blu-ray portable that I plug into my Mac, but I in
don't
fact I
even
had a
own
whole
one.
stack of the DVD RLs that I just finally I've been holding on to these for years. I mean, what am I going to do with this anymore?
I bought
what
a
is a
bunch
DVD?
because they were like
Yeah.
super cheap, and I was like, "Oh man, I'll never have to buy any more again." And as it
And
turned
you were
out,
right.
that's
True.
exactly right. Because
20
I
of them
never
sitting on a
had
spindle.
it.
I was like, why am I even keeping this anymore? Just get
Yeah.
rid of it. So
I used to create media and make like 20 copies of it, distribute the DVD or CDs or DVDs to
Right.
students, and all of my lectures were on it. We did something completely different in the classroom. Now the only use I have for them is creating playlists for my girlfriends from the 1980s.
That's right. So I think we have a consensus there. With that.
I'm going to be a contrarian, but not completely.
Okay.
I do have a short stack of CDRs or CDRWs, I don't know, around somewhere in case I need to burn a disk. However, they're probably old enough that the chemical substrate has died and I actually can't use them. Now, as far as CDs and DVDs and by extension Blu-rays being dead, to me, absolutely not. I still buy physical media for music and movies. So, as an example, I went to a small venue concert a couple weeks ago, and I did exactly what I do when I go to all these small venue events. I go up to the merch table, and the first thing I do is say, "Do you have any albums for sale?" And when they say yes, I buy an album, because that's the best way that I'm going to be able to get the highest amount of money into the artist's hands. It's not through streaming, anything like that. And so I have a stack of indie albums that I do rip because I still have a super drive and put them in music on my Mac. So yeah, And if there's a series, or a TV show, a movie, whatever that I want to watch, if I think it's something I'm going to watch multiple times, I actually price compare getting digital off of, say, Apple or Amazon versus what does it cost to buy the DVD or Blu-ray. And occasionally, I will find that if there's a movie I want to watch, say, once, the rental cost is higher than buying a DVD or Blu-ray off
usually-
Amazon. So I'll just buy it, and then I've got it. And yeah, and then the other
Jeff,
thing is, go ahead.
Nothing you just said made any sense.
I'm
No,
sure.
Like I was like, what are you talking about?
I know. I'm not even on the same
Physical
planet as you.
media, Blu-ray, DVDs, ripping, super drives. Like, what is all of that?
I know. I'm speaking in tongues, Patrice. Anyhow,
I think so.
So for me, the physical media is important for entertainment.
The problem with digital media is the Lord giveth and the Lord can taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you watch some movie that you really like, say on Netflix, and then the next month they no longer have the rights to show that movie, well, you can't watch it again. But if you have the physical media, and this is, my son Peter buys a lot of physical media, including record albums. But the main reason why he still buys DVDs and Blu-rays is for exactly that reason. So he has like the entire Godzilla collection because, of course, so at any given time, he and his friends can Zilla out and, watch a bunch of guys in rubber suits destroying miniature cities. And
you raised your son well.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, I know. I agree.
So, but here's the thing. There's a difference between a streaming service like Netflix and buying it off, I don't know, Prime or Apple or whatever. You can buy it. You can buy something on Apple services, and as long as you keep it, it's still gonna work.
The problem, Patrice, is if for some reason whoever owns the copyright to that music or that movie suddenly decides, I don't want Apple to have it, then they have to take it away.
No, it's
still have it.
You still have it. It's in your in the terms of it's in the terms of service of Apple. They might take it away, but the copy you have will still work.
If you still have a copy.
Yeah, you should definitely have a copy.
A lot of people don't necessarily bother
to
download a copy of it. They just watch it and they assume that it's still going to be there 6 months to 6 years from now. And that's not always going to be the case.
Yeah.
I will kind of give one side of it is that I agree. I have not bought digital. In fact, I've gotten rid of every CD and every physical media I have in this house.
Same.
And everything I have is digital. End of story. But there have been places where if you don't have a local copy, let's say an episode becomes problematic. And they say, well, we've now pulled this episode or this show or this movie because we don't think it's proper anymore. Then you could lose it. And I used to belong to Peanut Press before there was Kindle, and Barnes and Noble bought them and obliterated 197 of my books that I had because I never thought to download them all. And I lost 197 digital books that I bought because they sold.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Jill, look, this is the CD I bought from the concert that I was at a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
They cannot obliterate this.
They can't, right?
No.
They can try.
They can try, but they'll have to take it from my cold, dead hand.
Jeff, you need to take that off-site and put it in a storage capacity place where
cold
fireproof.
Yeah, you're right. With all of the other indie albums that I have bought.
Yep.
How freelancing and free spirited you are to keep your physical media in your house when there's a danger of it burning up.
I live on the edge, Marty.
Yeah, should send it to like an Iceland vault, like a cold vault somewhere.
I mean,
and
there's
then
like 2
stream it.
postage stamps of space in Iceland, so maybe go Norway.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
true.
little smaller.
Norway works too.
All right, let me hit a few comments here from the chat room before we move off this topic. Witherbucket's got some great comments here. Owning stuff that is in a streaming rights purgatory is very important, and you can't get streaming videos signed at a convention. Okay,
Mm-hmm. True.
that's true.
People have pens.
And he said burning was an ancient ritual sacrifice.
Oh. Yes, I still participate in this ritual.
Wow.
I think I'm the oldest person in this group.
Are you
And
sure?
sometimes when you guys
Are
start
you sure?
talking about, yeah, I'm pretty sure. When you guys start talking about change and how difficult it is, I feel much younger. What if the streaming service does this and I don't have it and it's gone and yet I feel
then
like
go back to your 8-track player and just use an 8-track tape. Okay?
yeah.
My quad 8-track player.
Yeah. Or
To
your
be fair, the
reel-to-reel.
audio quality on your 8-track was far superior to what you were getting on your cassette.
A cassette, right?
But I'm kind of with Marty on that. My stuff is gone 20 years now. I haven't had a physical media thing. I ripped my music on there. I ripped most of my videos on to the local drive, and they're gone. I mean, 20 years, 30 years gone. I mean, it's just not even.
Yeah.
That's why you need Backblaze.
There you go.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
I have Backblaze.
So all of these albums that I rip, they go into Apple Music, but I also have them all on my Plex server.
There's that.
And of course, all that does get backed up to Backblaze. So
I thought about Plex.
So
We'll
Marty,
talk about
I
that.
do have a digital a backup offsite for all of my physical albums.
And you don't have a problem with DRM? I mean, getting through the DRM?
No. Well, okay, so like for a CD, there's no DRM. For a DVD, not a problem. And I actually haven't tried to rip a Blu-ray.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff ripped, but it seemed to get harder and harder to do it with material that I wanted.
Right.
So, I do still buy physical material, but it's when I cannot get it in any streaming service. There are a few movies that they are just not putting on streaming that I want. So,
Marty lives in a material world.
He's a material girl.
All right, moving on here from this topic. I'm going to hit a bunch of these other topics before we run out of time this week. AirTags have now a new feature that could even work better now for many travelers. One of the most common AirTag cases is in the tracking luggage. Apple did ship a great new feature last year that helped airlines recover lost luggage faster. There's a report that's out there talking about it's just gotten an upgrade. Apple has improved how lost AirTag location gets to airlines, starting with Delta Airlines. If you have an AirTag for tracking luggage, you can now privately and temporarily share the AirTag's location with select airlines for help that airline staff can find that lost bag fast. Airline support has been rolling out all of this year, and now it seems like Apple has now worked behind the scenes to make this feature even more effective. And they go on about what the tool was developed with Delta Airlines, with giving them the access to this location temporarily. So you can enable that when you travel, and I think this is great to see things are starting to evolve with the AirTag even more. Marty, what do you think on this?
Yeah, I think that it's one of the more viable things that they're doing with AirTags. AirTags for me has had a slower evolution than it could possibly be, and these little things make it much more useful. And I've been able to turn on aspects of AirTags in terms of Find My that I couldn't do in the past. So I think it's very cool.
Yeah, Patrice, you travel a fair amount. What do you think about this?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like I've probably never traveled with an airline that lost luggage. The the couple of times where my luggage didn't make it, they knew exactly where it was, and it was already on the way to me, basically. So I don't know. I mean, it's probably helpful to be able to share it, but I'm not sure it's a big deal. But then again, I don't fly like on United or something like that. Southwest, like some of them.
Frontier.
Okay, that is true.
Frontier, yes. Yeah,
Frontier,
that's
oh
another one.
God.
Oh my
Back
God.
in the day, I used to fly Pan Am. And
Oh.
Yeah,
I was
that's
on
going
my
back a
way
ways.
to Africa, as a matter of fact, and we went through Belgium, and we were so late getting there because of Pan Am that we had to spend the night in Brussels, and it's like, oh, how horrible is that? But they couldn't tell us where our luggage was, and I'm 6'6" and I wear size 16 shoes. And I told my boss, I'm not going to Africa unless I know where my clothes are, because I can't just go to a Target or, whatever in Africa and buy new clothes that's going to fit me. So that was fun. No air tags back then. That was the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
Same
80s,
thing with me.
Continental.
Yeah.
Jeff, Jill, you have anything you want to add to this?
Here's my take on this. This is yet another example of airlines expecting other companies to make up for their own failures. We should never, ever have to be thinking, wow, this is really cool that Apple's making a thing that allows us to track our lost luggage. The airline should not be losing your luggage. The airline should not be kicking holes through the sides of your suitcase or anyhow. Yeah. That said, thank you, Apple, for doing yet another thing to make it easier for people like me who have lost luggage in situations where it's like, we have no idea what happened to your luggage. And then maybe if you're lucky, a week later, this suitcase shows up. Both times my luggage was lost. It was lost, and I was ready to give up on it. And then, then like 3 weeks later, there's a suitcase on the front porch. Like no alert or anything. Just a suitcase beat to hell on the front porch. It's like
Filled with CDs.
Interesting.
filled with CDs.
Full of CDs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I always
Think of a show
give the
title. My luggage is
story.
filled with CDs.
Yeah.
I always give the story about when my luggage was lost and I saw it sitting outside of Denver's Gate 25. And I called them and I said, no, I literally see it sitting there. And he goes, well, we will get it on one of the next 2 flights. We'll get it on the next flight over to Sacramento. Great. And I watched the plane on my phone take off with my bag still sitting at gate 25. And so I called him and I said, you said you're going to get it on there. It's literally, oh, you can't see that. You can't know. We put it on there, I'm sure. And I'm like, I literally see it just sitting there at gate 25. Please put it on the next flight or I'm going to have to go business on natural. So nope, get it on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it helped because then, he wouldn't have gone and looked, and sure.
Yeah.
So the big takeaway for me is always travel with Patrice. Even if your luggage gets lost, it's going to show up right away.
Yeah.
Travel with airlines that you can trust. No, I do have air tags on all my luggage. So it's not that I'm like, I don't need an air tag. I'm just lucky that I've never needed it.
Yeah. We'll knock on wood for you.
Yes.
So a couple more topics I want to hit and some news stories before we wrap up here. Pocket Casts. This is one actually my favorite app that used to aggregate podcasts. Just now added a new smart playlist feature to organize your podcasts. Both the mobile and desktop versions of Pocket Casts now introduce this feature designed to help you organize your favorite podcasts. You can manually create your own playlists by hand, or they have a smart playlist option and can apply your own rules to do the job automatically. It's available for the current versions of both on the iPhone and on the Mac, and you can do like both ways and be able to go through this. And we've got some steps here. It's nice to see that I see a podcast aggregator like Pocket Cast as being proactive at doing things to make things a little easier. Because I don't know, the Apple Podcasts, I'm not sure who uses that. I've just become less and less of a fan of it. It's just hard to organize and have the things that you want to listen to, and then you make sure you turn it off. You don't want them to download every episode and fill up your fill up your drive and those kinds of things. So, Jeff, I'm gonna start with you. What do you don't use podcasts, right? I don't know if anybody else here.
I'm not using podcasts, but the way I consume podcasts, my podcast aggregator, that's all my friends. And they send me a link to episodes of whatever I should listen to, and then I just listen to the one thing. So that said, having a tool where I can go in and set up a smart playlist that says, I want to hear every show that Joe McKinley is showing up on, and then just have my Jill list. That I can see would be super cool. And so everyone, go make your Jill list right now. Yeah, that I can see the value in that, and a podcast aggregate app that doesn't just automatically start downloading every damn episode and fill up your device. That seems like a really cool thing. Maybe Apple should steal that feature from everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Guy, go ahead.
They will.
You're excited about this. What do you think? You don't think anything?
I don't think he got you.
Or can't hear me?
What about the guide list? That's what I want to know.
Oh, okay.
The guide list is hard coded into everything.
It is. Marty, Patrice, you got any thoughts?
No.
I have been a longtime user of Apple Podcasts and have heard the longtime complaints, but it works for me. And it was a scenario where I was having to put the RSS feed in directly to get my podcasts on Apple. So it seemed like it was a natural for me to kind of get involved in that. I am, however, having an affair right now. And because of that, I can't use Apple Podcasts. I have a Pixel 10 that I've been playing with on this trip. And I've been introduced to Pocket Casts. I went to Pocket Casts because I know Dave spoke so highly of it, and it was available on both platforms. So I've been monkeying around with Pocket Casts more, and just opened it up to see that is also available.
It is.
The smart lists and the lists are available on Pocket Casts.
I have it on my Pixel 10 too. But I've already
Marty,
had it on my iPhone.
Are you really having an affair, or are you just in an open relationship?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to talk to my other phone about it. But yeah,
It'll answer better than Siri.
And, well, that does sound like an affair.
Yeah.
Because
that's
otherwise
true.
you would know.
Yeah, the other phone would know if I wasn't
Yes.
having
If you were in an open relationship, you would know.
Sometimes I like to put them both together. No.
Kinky.
Been using Overcast for years and decades, but they just have not. He's not paying as much attention to the app as much anymore. Although he just came out with new features last week, but I'm slowly migrating to Pocket Cast.
Okay, good. All right. Other topic here real quick is about Plex. Plex has started, they changed things. I don't even know if I have the lifetime pass. I don't know if they even offer it anymore. At least I was trying to find out if they were when I was looking at this article. If you're a free Plex user, you're going to have to buy an alternate plan if you want to be able to share your media like a Plex server to get remote access to the premium features. The changes which the companies first announced this past March, starting hitting the Roku app first, and other TV platforms will be hit in 2026, including Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and more. I don't know if it's changed yet on Apple TV. We'll find out. I mean, I use it on my Apple TV a fair amount to watch movies from friends have shared movies in their server. But I think if I should be set because it is a lifetime pass unless they change the rules. So, does anybody set up their Plex server? I assume you don't have
No.
You don't do that part.
No, I switched away from Plex a long time ago because it was very clear that this is the way they're going. They started introducing more streaming features and less for people that have their libraries at home and want to watch that. what
Yeah.
they have converted from physical media. So it was very clear that that's the direction they're going, and step by step they're going there.
Yeah.
This is simply the next step.
Yep.
I still haven't gotten around to paying for a Plex subscription, although maybe I should just go ahead and get one since there's Black Friday special right now. And I'm sharing my Plex library with a couple of friends, and a couple of friends are sharing theirs with me. And me still being free, I have not had any problems with the system going either direction.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that means that Apple TV is currently not subject to this.
Just at least yet.
On the advice of my lawyers, I'm pleading the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the 14th in your case?
Let's split the difference and say 9th.
All right. So let's move on to some stories real quick here before we go. Apple News did lose CNN, and this has been been a story for a while. And they quietly removed all their stories out of News Plus or News. You can't read any of their content anymore. They're putting everything behind a paywall. The network's offering a $29.99 per year articles only tier and a $69.99 per year all access. Combines written stories with its streaming service. And major news firms, including People Magazine, Condé Nast brands, are leaning into Apple News, where other media companies have been cautious about adopting the platform. This all boils down to, honestly, this article doesn't say that, but I think it's with the pending sale and merger with Warner Brothers Discovery, which is who owns CNN, to more than likely Paramount, Skydance. Why this is happening, but you're seeing some trends with this, and you're also seeing folks like Washington Post that did adopt News Plus and are offering their content as well. So, Marty, what do you think on this?
I have not been a fan of CNN for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not crying over this,
No.
and I think there are other sources for news that are much better. I was pleased with the Washington Post because I was paying for the Washington Post up to that point. I'm on and off with the Washington Post. I'm a regular New York Times subscriber. So losing CNN feels like it was losing USA Today in terms of the coverage.
Yeah. USA Today.
It's like it's
barely read that ever.
McNews.
McNews, yeah.
Yeah.
It's why they called it Chicken Noodle News back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Guy, you any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I also haven't paid much attention to CNN once they threw everything up behind a paywall. If you're going to rely on advertising either through your web presence or your TV presence, whatever you want to say, don't put it up behind a paywall. This is ridiculous. And the moment I see, like, same thing with, like, I think Business Insider, the moment I see that white banner come up, it was like, okay, that's another one I can just go scratch, and they will never have my eyeballs look at their content again.
Yeah. Patrice, what do you think?
I can summarize it in one word: meh.
Yeah, that fits it. That fits
Don't
it.
care. Really, what everybody said. Don't care.
Yeah, it's at CNN. There has been network at this point.
Yep.
So with all the changes going on, MSNBC is now MSN Now. News Nation's become very popular in the United States. So they got way too much competition today that they're trying to. This is their way of doing things. I don't know how well it's going to be successful.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Then again, if they ever do a, what was it called, news night with what was it, Will McAvoy, I would watch that and pay for it.
Yeah. So the Spotify is planning on doing a price increase for U.S. subscribers. They've already got the planning in place to their next increase. This is according to a report. The company previously raised the price for subscribers in the U.S. last year in several markets, and Spotify hiked prices in August. So they're planning to raise in the first quarter of 2026. It cites that there's no official thing here right now, but this is obviously going to be a thing. Spotify currently costs $11.99 in the U.S., where Apple Music goes for $10.99. So it's only $1 difference if you're paying, monthly. So I think the wars will continue with the music services between Spotify and Apple Music. I'm in the Apple One bundle, so it really doesn't affect me much. But you can buy it for the whole year. I don't know if Apple's raised it or not, like $100 for the whole year, so that's not too terribly expensive. Anybody have any thoughts on this? I don't like Spotify, I'll be honest. I don't like their interface. I don't like how they do things with and I think the big thing is the way they pay royalties to the artists. It's not great either. So
yeah, they're terrible with the artists. And bought podcast, ended the podcast, hired new host for the same podcast. Yeah, terrible stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to add anything to this?
Yeah, I am currently, and I have this with a few services where I'm paying for similar services, and this price creep has made me think it's probably time to drop one now.
Yeah.
And so I think, besides all the other reasons, a lot of my podcasts go through Spotify in terms of it, and I kind of felt a need to kind of support that process. But with the price creeps up and the fact that I'm getting this, although it's not, in my mind, it's not as optimal as what Apple Music is not as optimal as what you can do with Spotify, and I certainly have lots of playlists there. I think it's time maybe to say goodbye to one of the sister wives.
Yeah.
I had a quick look at their financials, and I mean, I know that a lot of labels or whatever want more money from Spotify, but when I look at their financials, I'm like, I think they could afford it.
Yeah.
I'm mostly upset that they haven't bought my podcast and replaced me as a host.
We all are, Guy.
Yeah,
We
I
all
would
are.
think so.
No, wait.
Yeah, well, they are hosting it for you.
Yeah, they are.
So we'll see. This continues to evolve, and we'll see how it goes here. This one's kind of funny. We laughed when this came out. This iPhone Pocket, the thing for $149 and $249.
I didn't laugh.
Did you buy one, Patrice?
No, because it's not available here.
Oh, it wasn't available there. Okay.
But no, in Europe, it's available in Italy and in France. And I mean, if you think about fashion, you know why.
Yeah, those are two prime. Well, they were available back on November 14th, way before we're recording this now, and on the Apple's online store. But then it had short, long sizes, a variety of colors, and all kinds of crazy stuff. It was price range from $149.95 to $229.95, but it's gone. You can't, and it was crafted in Japan. It was a Japanese maker that made it, and it's probably sold out all worldwide. I bet you hit on eBay. I wonder you can start seeing people selling them and see if they can.
Yes, for a mere 500% markup, you will probably find it.
Yeah,
Or
pay it.
you can do what I did and go to Temu and buy one that looks almost exactly like it for about $7.
I think
don't.
all the Chinese
Which is
knockoffs, they
probably
were
what
talking
half
about
the
that.
ones that are on eBay are.
$6.
Yeah. No, the proper way would be you go either on Etsy or you go to your friendly person who likes to knit and
Jill.
ask them to do one.
This is how I'm going to clean up at Macstock next year. I'm just going to.
You are.
You are. You got to. You better put those out and start selling them.
You know, Apple also came out with that iPhone kind of holder
weird
that to me looks like packing foam. And they're selling them for like $70. Those sold out in both colors that they have out.
And of course, we all love and remember the iPod socks too.
iPod.
Yeah,
but they're different.
Phone grip and stand, Marty.
Okay.
Just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah.
Jill, Max stock next year. Have your inventory ready to go because you're going to be able to walk in and say, "Who wants a deal on a McKin sling?"
He's got your back.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have that kind of time, but it's a great idea.
All right.
We just outsource it.
Yeah, take pre-orders.
Do what Apple does. Just get 5-year-old children to do it in a sweatshop for you.
Oh.
That's
See, there's an idea.
Yeah.
there you go. All right.
Or Temu pays a quarter for a
Singapore,
sweatshop.
Last story
Guatemala.
here. Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving. You'll need an Apple TV subscription. It's probably going to be with Christmas and Halloween and all the other Peanuts videos that they now have the full rights to.
Paramount Plus also probably.
No, Apple's the exclusive.
It's just Apple.
It's just Apple. So you now they did have like a short window where you could watch it prior to Thanksgiving. So it did have free for a little bit. But now it's being more restrictive than it had been before. So, but I'm not surprised. Apple, they paid some pretty good money to have the rights for all of the Peanuts shows and specials. So, not surprised, sir. Is anybody surprised that this happened?
It's been this way for years.
Yeah.
But as long as they don't take away the Rankin Bass Christmas one with the
Rudolph
Rumble and the dentist elf and Rudolph and all of that.
Yeah, that's different. Like CBS was doing that. I don't know where that's going, but another story.
Yeah, but now you can watch a Paw Patrol Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
AI.
Just hits you right here.
I mean,
in the field.
Apple does that every year, right? There's usually a weekend or a week or something where you can watch those specials before the actual event,
I think it was free all the time. It was free, I think.
No, I remember definitely last year that it was the same way, where it was like there was a time where you could watch it for free without a subscription, and afterwards you had to have one.
It's the same way you sell meth. You just give them a little taste of it, and then they want to buy the whole Apple TV subscription.
You know a lot about
Correct.
that. I mean, what's up with
Correct.
He works in academia. Need I say more?
All right.
Chemistry teacher?
Methademia?
Walter.
Well, before we wrap up, I got a couple comments from Wither Bucket. He says peanuts used to mean something was cheap. And Craig just came on. And Craig, how you doing? As long as we don't lose Christmas vacation.
That's true.
Christmas vacation.
Yes,
You gotta have that.
I'm definitely going to watch that again.
Yes.
Can you still get Dolly Madison cakes?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Zingers. Yeah. All right. Snowballs too. All right.
I'm Googling Dolly Madison cakes to see what that is.
It's probably some
There's
drugs or
absolutely dairy any of the cream filling they have, Jeff.
Hostess sold to a new company, and then most of their stuff is still very similar.
All right.
If you Google Dolly Madison cakes, it might go completely south. Sorry, Dave.
No,
at least the top link was Amazon. The other links,
yeah.
But
all right.
Yeah,
that is a wrap for this week. This show. I thank you all for being here. Thanks so much. Everybody was able to make it on this off time because of the holiday, and it's always exciting to have everybody here. We had a great episode this week. A lot of great conversations. But let's go ahead and wrap up. That's a wrap for this week. Please send your comments, questions, suggestions to our email address, which is feedback@intouchwithios.com. You can follow us on Blue Sky and on Mastodon at In Touch with iOS. And In Touch with iOS is actually on Patrice's server, Tech Hangout. And you can support the show by buying me a coffee at intouchwithios.com/coffee. We'd really appreciate it. You can become a patron of the show by going to patreon.com/intouchwithios. We have 2 tiers available to support the show. We would really appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you're notified when we're live streaming, usually Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/intouchwithios, where you can watch the current and past live streams as well as to listen to past shows. You can subscribe to the show in your favorite podcatcher, including Pocket Casts we talked about. You put that in your playlist, as well as Overcast, Apple Podcasts, and many others. But better yet, just go to our website, intouchwithios.com, where all the links to all the ways to listen to us are there. I am Dave Ginsburg, and you can find me on Blue Sky and Mastodon at DaveG65. Patrice Brandenborg, thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you when we can, and we hope to get you back again
Thanks
soon.
for having me.
Where can you find you?
British Tech Network every week with a certain Jeff Gamet and Dave and Marty, some other people. Everything I'm doing on my website, thepatrice.com, and Jeff and I have a little rewatch podcast where we rewatch retro TV shows. Yeah, we're showing the mugs because of course we can. And it's a lot of fun. We're in the middle of season 3 of Stargate SG-1. And tonight probably there will be a new episode out with Zippy's Lip Curl. If you want to know what that is about, you will have to listen to it.
Yes. Go listen. Thank you, Patrice. Appreciate it. Jill McKinley, thank you for being here. Where can people find you?
Well, first, I'm glad you made him watch Gilmore Girls. That made me the happiest
yes.
of all.
Yes.
That was a fun discussion.
That was a fun discussion, and I can tell you something because we've already recorded past season 3. There's more stuff coming, more interesting shows we watched.
Great. Perfect.
Awesome.
My favorite show. So you can find me at jillfromthenorthwoods.com. That has all the podcasts. I have a podcast every day of the week. So there you go.
All right. Thanks,
Very
Jill.
cool.
And Jeff Gamet, always a pleasure having you here. Where can people find you?
Well, first, Dave, thank you for being so tolerant and patient with me. I am fully aware of the cross that you are bearing here.
Yeah, Jeff.
And and then the salt in the wound on that one guy is here too. But Dave, that's on you. Anyhow, okay, so Jay Gamet on social media, active right now on Mastodon, Blue Sky, and PixelFed. We're only a couple days away from December, which means it's going to be Lego Advent Calendar time.
There we go.
And based on the feedback I'm getting, I will be posting those on Instagram as well, even though I haven't been active on Instagram for like a year. But they'll be there too for my Instagrammers. And then for shows, Tuesdays on Chuck Joyner's Mac Voices Live, here with you, Dave, on Thursdays for In Touch with iOS. On the British Tech Network, The Big Show and The Mac Show. Brian Chaffin and I do The Context Machine. And as Patrice pointed out, we're doing Retro Rewatch and Retro Rewatch. And I will gladly state that the superior intellect in that show is not me.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Marty Jensius, thank you for joining us. I know you were traveling. Appreciate you being here with us. Where can people find you?
Yeah, it's fun to be here. I'm going to keep it simple. Folks can find me at Jensius, Jencius, either at mastodon.social or at Blue Sky. All the rest of the projects I'm involved in, some of them have already been mentioned here. You can find at thepodtalk.net. That's our website. And lots of podcasts for you to take a look at and maybe give a listen to.
Excellent.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Guy Searle, so glad you were able to make it today. Where can people find you?
Thank you for having me on, Dave. I really do appreciate it. Even though you got to put up with Jeff at the same time.
Right.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
That's a lot of therapy right there.
Yeah, you can find myself and lately some co-hosts, including Dave Ginsburg, on the G-Men show the G-Men podcast show thing. That's available on most of the platforms, including the aforementioned Spotify and Apple and probably so many others. You can talk to me because I am Vert Shark in a bunch of different places, including Twix and Skies of Blue. And I am also Mac Pettit in most of those as well. You can contact me via a Google Voice number, which I won't say here because I can't remember it off the top of my head. So I don't know why I
It's in the show
brought
notes.
it up.
You're just taunting us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just listen to the G-Men show and you will get it. You will get it all. I also have Guy's Daily Drive, which is more of an archive thing going on right now. I'm still in 2018 as far as those past ones go. And I'm still at just one show for the, oh God, I can't, what the hell was the name of it? See, that's bad when you can't remember the name of your own show. That is really bad.
Guys Daily Drive?
No,
Not that
it wasn't Guy's Daily Drive.
We'll put it in the show notes.
It's got AI in it, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that's okay because I only have one episode out.
All right.
And that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, Guy, it's the one where you're putting out all the stuff with the stories you're creating,
Yeah,
right?
but I've only got one out. I've got others recorded, and I have to go and get some images made for them. Carl Madden, who was on the last G show, was giving me hell because he and I completely rewrote the Maltese Cube, which is a story I wrote about, God, I can't remember how many years ago it was, but we rewrote it as a podcast. And it's hard to find people that have pretty good quality audio equipment and are willing to sit down and record for however long it takes to record those bits.
Yep.
So someday the Maltese Cube will be put out as a podcast.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to
Fun.
it.
You can find the book though over on Amazon. I just remembered that.
There you go. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. We're going to be a couple weeks away from the 400th episode. Won't be too far away here. So, but we'll be back next week. But until then, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
Sometime in
Tales from the AI verse. That's what it was. Figures.
sometime in March, probably April, something like that. You should be at 400.
No, 2 weeks.
21?
We're 397.
Oh, 97. Yeah, sorry, never mind. I was at 79.
The weird thing is,
Yeah.
I'm retired now,
Christmas.
but I have less time to do stuff than I did when I was still working.
There you go.
Everybody.